Hi, everybody. I'm here today with Tom Otombrino. He's the owner of Zephyr Health Products and
I
based in Manalapan, New Jersey. It is a producer of high quality CBD products, including nano-emulsified CBD, which is what we wanted to talk about a little bit today. So, Tom, can you tell me basically what nano-emulsified CBD is?
Sure, Ryan. Hey, and thanks for having this discussion with me today. Nano-emulsified CBD, the process of kind of nano-emulsification takes something that's normally oil-based and makes it into a solution that is water compatible. So there's a lot of benefits to that. If you think of, the human body, it's 80 to 90% water. It's water friendly. Doesn't do too well with oils. And CBD extracts being oil based, you tend to digest away a lot of the benefits of an oil based product. Just like, let's say, extra virgin olive oil or any type of oil that you might eat, on your salads and things and such. Not much of that gets into your system. Most of it is digested away because the particles are too large to pass into the bloodstream, and it really doesn't have much nutritional value for the body. So it doesn't seek to break them down. It just kind of disposes of them, if that makes sense.
It does. Okay, so the smaller molecules mean better absorption. So they have a larger surface area. So that means the body wastes a lot less. So what are some of the benefits of using nano-emulsified CBD over traditional CBD oil?
Well, a nano-emulsified solution, if it's properly done, and I put that word in quotes because unfortunately we're in an industry where there's a lot of murkiness around, and lack of quality control, I would say, around products that are out there. So a lot of people put nano-emulsified on their labeling, but it really isn't nano-emulsified. So nano-emulsified products we will require less. For instance, anything under around 30 nanometers or less in size passes directly into the bloodstream. You can either take it sublingually or you can ingest it. And as it goes through your digestive tract, if it's 30 nanometers or less, it'll pass right through the small intestine into the bloodstream. Particles larger than 30 or 40 nanometers in size tend to get hung up and now get routed through the digestive process where the body is going to break it down and you'll lose some of that due to the digestive process. So the process we use here at Zephyr guarantees that about 70% of the solution when we're done falls to 30 nanometers or less, meaning you're getting the benefits of just about all of the dose that you're taking, as opposed to if you were to take a traditional oil, you're only going to get about 30% of the particles of that CBD able to be utilized into the bloodstream to provide the benefits that CBD can provide.
Okay, so since you absorb more of it and more quickly, does that mean it's has a stronger effect?
Yeah. In fact, when something is truly nano-emulsified, if CBD is going to work for you, and keep in mind, no medicine works 100% of the time. I don't care what the medicine is. It could be Advil, aspirin. Doesn't work on 100% of the people, but a large portion of people, if you're gonna get benefits from from CBD, you will feel the onset in a much quicker pace when something's nano-emulsified because it doesn't need to go through the digestive process. The effects can be felt in as little as 15, 20 minutes.
Wow. So are there any drawbacks or potential risks for using nano-emulsified CBD?
Um, Risks, I would say, not that we've discovered so far, but the drawback, um, I would say, one thing that is somewhat of a drawback is when you nano-emulsify the extract, everything gets enhanced. The particles are smaller. There's many more of them because they're so small. And also the flavor of the extract that you're using gets enhanced. So nano-emulsification, if it's done properly, does pose a little bit of a flavor challenge, would be the drawback that I would highlight. But we feel that can be easily mitigated by placing, our unflavored solution, let's say, into one of your favorite flavored beverages or into food that has flavoring in it to kind of mask the hemp extract taste. Other than that, I haven't heard of any other drawbacks with the product.
Okay. And you mentioned earlier that a lot of brands these days, since the CBD industry is not really FDA regulated, they're able to just slap the word nano on their product when it's actually not nano-emulsified CBD. How can consumers ensure that they are actually purchasing nano-emulsified CBD
Yeah,
product?
it's funny. Very easy way to spot that, and if somebody's being true to at least the ingredients that are in their product, if you see things like MCT oil or salmon oil or any kind of oil, really doesn't belong in a nano-emulsified product. Um, if you look on a label of Zephyr's now emulsified, let's say full spectrum CBD, you will see on that label the only things in that product are water, stabilizer, which keeps it stabilized as a nano emulsion, and the hemp extract, and that's it. So there's really no reason to mix it with like a traditional oil-based CBD. We normally mix that with MCT or coconut oil. It blends very well, and that's just the way it's made in the industry. But if you see that on the label, you will find that that's probably not a nano-emulsified product, even though the label may say nano-emulsified on it.
Right.
Really, no reason to put an oil in it. You shouldn't put oils in it. Now, I could technically put MCT into my extract and then emulsify the whole thing, but my question would be, why would you do that? It's just adding an extra ingredient that needs emulsification because coconut oil is an oil, and it's another ingredient that we now need to break down to make it more water compatible. So
Right. Okay. And since it is water compatible, it's really good for making products like beverages, gels, creams. Um, is there are there any other examples of how a water soluble CBD product could be beneficial?
yeah, well, one of the best ways to ingest any drug is sublingually. It's actually the second fastest route into the bloodstream. So we do manufacture peppermint flavored sprays. It's a spray bottle, somewhere between 7 and 10 milligrams per spray under the tongue, depending on which one you get. And it's an easy, convenient kind of way to carry it around with you and just titrate or dose on the spot. And the effects are almost instantaneous, like within minutes. So that's one of the benefits. It's kind of a convenience and an onset of action that's much shorter than if you were to ingest an oil and then wait for it to work its way through digestion to get benefit, whatever remains in the body, the benefit from that. Another, I guess, kind of quasi benefit also is you actually would need less of our product to get the same effects. For instance, if 20 milligrams of CBD is providing you relief, because 70% of ours is going to pass right into the bloodstream, you would need a smaller dose to reach that therapeutic value benefit that you were getting, as opposed to an oil where you would need significantly more. And I believe there's a dosage calculator right on our website that you could take a look at the difference in dosing size. We have oil and nano-emulsified on there, and you'll see that when you switch to nano-emulsified, less is needed to get the same amount of milligrams into the blood.
Okay, I've also been made aware that nano-emulsified CBD is a great option for pets. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, well, pets, just like humans, are water-based, animals. They traditionally benefit a lot from CBD behaviorally, as well as with arthritic pain and things of that nature. So it would kind of carry the same message that it would for people. If you give a pet a small dose of, let's say, a unflavored nano-emulsified isolate or full spectrum product, the onset and the relief and the effects of that dose will be apparent much quicker, as opposed to an oil, which they're going to digest just like a human would. So, does that make sense?
That makes sense. Okay. So if people are interested in buying real authentic nano-emulsified CBD from Zephyr Health Products, how would they go about doing that?
Oh, you can easily just go onto our website at zhpcbd.com. All the nano-emulsified formulas are on there. And by the way, we do also carry traditional oil-based products. Oil-based does have its place. We feel the best uses for it are more topical in nature, because it's an oil and it's going to go onto your skin. For relief of, let's say, knee or joint pain or things of that nature. We do carry a roll-on of oil for that. But mostly our line, and what we would call the flagship of our line, is wrapped around the scientific benefits of nano-emulsification and the benefits to the end user of being able to get an oil-based product in a water-soluble, water-compatible formulation.
That's great. Okay. I
Yeah.
I want to thank Tom for being with me here today talking about nano-emulsified CBD. Again, he said you can get nano-emulsified CBD or traditional CBD oil at zhpcbd.com.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Tom. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Brian. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.